We're only having one this year.
Only having one?
Yep, and the last Sunday in February.
Sure.
Let's see.
You didn't get that great of a crowd on the second Sunday, and we're usually competing against everybody else.
Yeah, the only
Really?
one that starts before you is Newberry.
Usually the second Sunday, Benson gets his too.
Right. And, well, Chester has to, they used to, I don't think, I go to, usually we go to Newberry and we come here.
You doing much work?
Well, doing the basement tomorrow for Broward, but, you know, getting, between Christmas and New Year's, the week, Christmas and New Year's, we worked right up to the day before Christmas, or 2 days before, and then no concrete, between Christmas and New Year's. We did do a little job, and then last week we did a crazy thing, but, now we're getting, it's hit or miss, this time of year. Nobody's quite ready. And I guess there's a big, mess up with Pella Windows. I guess Pella Window is like 8 weeks behind.
Really?
Yeah, but they were supposed to put the windows in this house down here in the new trails before Christmas. Now they're not coming till the 12th.
Yeah, the one that Brian Harding's building?
Yeah, dandy.
No,
Like Starbush?
Bigger.
No, the other one, this is down around the corner.
Oh,
He's got his in.
Nice.
This is Bravo's, down on
Okay.
where the oil well is. On the lot with the oil well.
right, down at the cul-de-sac on that.
Yeah, and he's got 3 houses going, and the carpenter says that the windows are delayed, and it's all Pella. And Jim Kusa said the same thing. If it's a certain style window, it's like 12, they're telling you 12, 14 weeks out.
Too crazy.
So, I don't know.
They lose a plan or something?
Huh?
They lose a plan or something?
No, I guess they're just backed up, Pella's backed
Oh,
up.
good.
Or they're having trouble
Good.
getting material or something. Happy New Year.
New Year to you, sir.
Having trouble getting material or something, I don't know the whole story, I just know that Bob told me first, and then Kusa told me the same thing. Kusa's doing over in Newberry, he's doing a project, just two of the windows cost $10,000. Just 2 of them, and there's like, well, they're 2 big windows, and then one weighed 600 pounds, I know that. And then up in the eave, it's a huge window. The guy's probably got over $20,000 just in this, and all structure.
Yeah, I've come to the conclusion we're not gonna go this way.
Yeah.
Hi, PJ, how are you?
But,
Mr. Cavan, I think.
Got the guy from Target when he was up there. Talked to him for
They're
a few
gonna have to go
minutes.
for 7 variances. Both buildings and all the towers. simpler if they just put the lots together, but I understand, you know.
Yeah, that has its problems too, though.
Right.
Jesse was extremely thankful for your donation.
Yeah, they were not as picky as I thought they were
And then, but then.
they're gonna do a lot of work.
That property line, like they say,
All they were doing, well, my neighbor, he's
Sure
one
that both lots,
of these people that
current zone.
keep your shirt off his back. And he talked to him,
What property line are you talking
sadly, he
about?
took all the boards to his
One in
place.
between?
Mhm.
He's right on the corner there, that built that little thing, shit.
The one
Yeah,
for the
that was
south
radio on
side?
side. How big you want it?
Yes.
He was
Did he
out
really?
there- He was out there in his
I thought
shorts.
they were looking for the weather that is and everything, so, you know. I'm scouring for 8-inch boards. I'm not finding many in the condition they want it, you know. And then they can, we'll just cut them, so. I'm not gonna do that.
So he just set it up and they were out there, the four of them pulling nails on the boards and he was cutting them into 8.5 by 7.5 blocks.
See, there's a stack of that, that was put down in Andy's garage, so, yeah, one of those big nails, that's what went through Andy's foot.
Gonna be uncomfortable. Yeah, it's a nice little project.
It's a sizable project.
Yeah, how many veterans are there? That's something ridiculous. Your daughter and our friend was there taking veterans pictures, and they wanted to put them on weather barn site.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah.
PJ donated a bunch of old boards and they were cutting them up and doing this project for veterans.
See, you lost a neighbor there, PJ. That's
Yeah, I heard that today. Was he home when he died, or was he had been in Burton Healthcare?
No, he pretty much, I think he was up at Burton.
Was he in Burton?
Yeah, he wasn't home.
Happy New Year, Mr. Earl.
Yeah, I heard that, just today. Seen an obituary or anything anywhere?
I haven't seen one.
Not either, I looked some this afternoon.
Yeah, his daughter called me and told me about it, and Patsy called a little bit after that.
Julie?
Yep.
She's the youngest, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she is.
Same as one last year. I think she's pretty same one last year.
Got a few here.
Yeah, Nancy told me Doug's been thinking about it.
What did we end up doing? What did she end up doing?
Well, no, one John's damn money. I don't need it.
Okay, yeah. There was some discussion over what the order was gonna be. Yes, you can take that. Glasses.
What's that?
Oh, when something had, it was kind of nasty.
Yeah, Christmas or New Year's Eve,
Yep.
on Saturday, on Messenger Road, we lost power for 2.5 hours. We came back on for the New Year, bring the ball down. And then now, half hour later, we lost it, they came back on the tree. But I didn't use it at home, I had it.
Spent the whole night sitting in my car down by that little tornado alley down by Frank's Auburn Road. Just do get home at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then so the you had no power.
I don't know, because that could be up to our quiche house.
It's so used.
So,
Well, I'm saying, well, they could drag the generator out,
That's
you know,
true.
but after being up all night,
Yeah.
every day, I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed, and lay on the couch.
Right.
I think we
I
get
watched
power
a lot
back
of
that
football.
night,
I don't
somewhere
know
around
if I
10
mentioned,
o'clock.
we got Carol bought a new flat screen TV, 55 inches. And we've never had a big TV.
Shouldn't be breathing.
I'm really thinking about putting this permanent generator.
Yeah,
Something
Yeah.
like that.
right.
So
You see so much more on this big screen TV.
We got to see one that whole line, you know?
Their faces.
Johnny Brown's the last one on the line, so
And in
something
football,
happened.
my gosh.
Or Tommy and us.
It's almost a
The
negative
last
for
on the
me,
list to get fixed,
because
and
there's so
only
much
Right.
unnecessary physicalness that players commit on one another, which are, they're not penalized. But it'd be just like if I tackle you and you're on the ground, you're about ready to get up, and I just stick my arm down there and push on you so I can get up.
You can see that on the
And he's
screen.
like,
You can see
what are we
it on
doing
the
to
screen.
you?
You see, at least I see a lot of things now that I didn't see
10 minutes to
before.
12, right? Pager goes off,
The way I
he goes, nice seeing you.
Because I'm
So, yeah,
old
get
school,
friends.
but I don't appreciate that. And it takes away from a little bit of the enjoyment of watching it. But it's also a reality that I'm seeing.
When his power first.
And then,
I hear
some
you
people,
had a
I was
visitor.
just watching
I heard you had
Northwest
visitor on
Law,
Friday.
I did.
which is
Had two visitors.
and
I
from
told them I have to
Washington
take it
State.
under advisement, but I think they're
They
gonna
have
have
a
to
camera.
go for some
Somebody in a
variances
car.
here, but.
Did you have to spank him or not?
No,
I'll show them go through the woods.
I said, I have to
They're
look
chasing
this all over, I
hunters.
can't, I will not give you any kind of decision at
Yeah.
this point.
Bear or whatever.
But
It's
I'll
really
take it
interesting.
under advisement,
And they take
but,
time
give me a week
to
or
explain
two.
to you just exactly what they do.
Did we hear
And
back
also,
from
in
Jane?
an hour program,
Sarah, maybe.
maybe
me.
3 or 4
Not her
15-minute
head.
segments.
Yeah, she's
So
okay,
they
they
jump
put her
from one to
kneecap back
the
in
other.
place.
They catch kids with
It's
drugs.
painful.
They catch
Yeah,
kids.
very painful.
Isn't that what Jody had?
Just go out
Blew her
into the
kneecap
desert
off?
or into
No, she broke the,
badlands, and they'll throw a tarpaulin up.
underneath
And
it.
they're under the sun, and they'll stay out there for a couple of days.
Oh, yeah,
All by
that's like I
themselves,
told
could be other people,
her.
women.
I told Jane, I
And
said,
they'll
you
be
know,
out there by
a
themselves.
young man who used to work
And
for
so
me,
the game
Yeah,
board
nice
is
kid,
approached
you know,
me, what do you
everything.
do? Do you feel
he
safe?
used to live in the
Do you
state
have
with his
anything to
dad,
protect
and his
yourself
dad has
with?
a policy, no
Couple
smoking
dogs?
in the house.
You know, and these are people
This was
that
last year,
things
it's
have
been over,
happened
it's
to
been
them
over a
through
year
their
ago, but anyway,
lives.
so the kid went outside, it was like midnight, he went
So
outside,
it's
smoked a cigarette,
interesting, and then they
fell on
interact
the ice, hit
with
his head and
people.
died.
Like they might
Because
catch
he froze to
somebody
death, because nobody knew
hunting
where it
somewhere.
was.
No question, it was, there was
Somebody
black ice.
has
Oh,
a
yes, so this
earshot
is
on
kind
your
of tricky
property.
this morning, because I told my guys, just take your time coming in, we don't have anything.
And,
I
the
looked at
officer
Tim
will
Conway
go up
when
there
I was
and
taking the
talk-
garbage out
talk to
this
him.
morning, remember how he
And
did the
Yeah,
little
learn
man
from
shuffle?
the
Shuffle, yeah.
That was me.
And how they go along.
No, it was,
Sometimes
Hey,
Oh, I
ever
know how to
since
drive
I
to work,
fell,
and it's just
admits
rain.
to what they've
Yeah.
done.
out in the
I'm looking
winter
down.
time, I'm
Go a
like,
lot
it's
27
easier
degrees
as
this
far
morning.
as the penalty. But the,
when Mike and I had to go up to Chart, and I was holding
these
on to
game
him like we were
wardens are
dating.
sharp. And some of them
That's a scary thought.
Some states actually have the same
How do you think I
law
felt?
as the state police.
You were loving it.
So anyway, I found these very, very interesting, and there's other programs.
That was the
on
most attention anybody paid to you in a long time.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Jody surely does.
I was only doing it so I would have to pick you up when you fell down.
And, we don't
I don't know that you could.
I would've just left you there.
Public
When the big
broadcasting
fat boy
in the
goes
state
down.
Still has some good programs on it.
No, I think a lot can get back up.
What was
But-
Saturday?
But I know what
Was
you're
there something
saying
big
because
Saturday night?
I don't watch it.
Saturday evening?
I enjoy
So
watching
are we
weather
chatting
channel.
on where Frank's gonna take me?
It's not a
No,
dance.
no, I know that sounds funny,
No silence.
because that's how I felt about it too, until I started
Chinese
watching.
cafe.
But they have
Saturday night?
programs on there,
Oh, Saturday.
like one
Friday
of these,
night we had
why do
NBA down
airplanes crash?
44 by Taylor May.
Okay, that's what took the full.
Very thorough.
Right.
Maybe it was
A
Friday.
nice investigation.
Yeah.
Friday or was
Telling
Thursday?
you
It was Thursday,
different
wasn't it?
things.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, there was one
Pilot
Thursday,
error,
too.
equipment error,
Stevie, couldn't get
radio
through
tower error,
Errors
to check the
it's very, very.
road was.
Then Friday, we went down there.
I put the lights up in there.
Oh, those wires are hanging pretty low down there.
Well, it didn't-
The only problem is we keep getting calls
Well,
about
Friday-
wires
They
down.
get it
Friday
right.
morning,
That's
you know what
two
they
important
did
things
Friday
about
morning?
airplane Flying.
They put a traffic light just off Taylor Main
If you
Road,
take
you
off,
know, horrible
that's
traffic.
why you have to worry about
I
a
can
slant.
close one lane of the highway.
But seriously.
Were they working on it, or just?
They were working on trees and everything. There was,
Well, anyway.
this afternoon, this afternoon, it was like, early to late morning, early afternoon, it was
You
like,
get, actually see a lot of the.
I'm gonna do trails, that whole road, there must have been, there was 2 chipper trucks, 2 boom trucks, a stump grinder truck,
and say, come on.
and, a couple pickup trucks.
With all this.
Edwards Tree.
I was.
Yeah, I was on the machine one day, the third.
That's right, exactly, because,
25.7.
because
Things on it. And,
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order, and we'll ask Schneider to lead us in the pledge.
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome.
Okay, welcome to our first meeting of 2019. It's a little tough to do, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. I wrote a couple of crazy checks that way.
We do have some minutes, I think, from last meeting. Any comments?
I don't have any comments.
No?
Anyone else has any adjustments? I'll
Take
make
that as a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
All right.
Second. Mike?
Yes.
PJ? Yes. John?
Yes. Okay, first item on the docket is we need to hold a appointment for our chairman for this year.
Okay, I'll make a motion to PJ Kavanaugh take over as chairman for 2019.
I'll second it and ask him to hold any speeches.
I will. Would be, yeah. Here's my speech. Get to that shortly.
Oh, great.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ? Yes. John?
Yes, there you go, Mr. Kavanaugh, you're in charge.
We're not gonna reshuffle the deck chairs now. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we'll stick with the agenda we got here, which calls for Mr. Kitco, the zoning inspector.
Okay, real quickly, you should all have a copy of the year-end report. Includes 102 total permits for the year, 10 new dwellings. The lead pack is accessory buildings. Between the 2 different sizes, there's 31 new accessory buildings in the township. We did have 2 new permits in November for new houses which are under construction. I will tell you that the Board of Appeals is going to be extremely busy the next month. This month, I think we will have at least 2, if not 3 meetings. And one of those clients we've been, 2 of them we've been working on, Jane and I have been working with for the better part of 6 months. But Tarquette, you all know where Tarquette is. They're gonna need 7 variances. If they propose, because they're proposing 4 new towers, 2 new structures, and because of the location, they're either gonna be too close to the property line. Well, the towers are all gonna be too tall. They already exceed 35 feet, so we've been working back and forth with them, and we'll probably hear that case separate, but tomorrow night we have a case, it's a situation down on Quinn Road, and there's wetlands and location of a house encroaches upon the the setbacks because of the riparian. I don't know how the board's gonna handle that, but we'll see.
Is that an existing house or? proposed?
No, it's gonna be, they bought this lot and, they had to have a wetland delineation done and so forth. It's on that, in that subdivision that never got plotted, down there on Queen and Taylor Lane. So we could have we could have 3 cases this month. At least 2 meetings, one tomorrow night, and then I think we're gonna do Carquette on the 15th or the 24th, one of those. If all the paperwork's in. That's it.
Okay. Any questions, zoning related, quickly?
Yes, will that be here tomorrow night, or will it be
Here.
at home?
As far as I know, it's here, yes.
All right, thank you, Frank. Emmerich Gordon had a procedure done on his ankle today.
Right, he asked me to fill in, I asked him if he'd be back, he said no, he had surgery today. Should be back on Thursday, his ankle's been giving him some fits. But we're doing really well so far on salt, in that we're very sparingly putting it out, and we also look to have another couple favorable days here yet. And these are typically some of the coldest, tougher days of January, so if we can, every day we get closer to spring, the better off life is. And, we did receive the new pickup truck. We've had it out on several jobs. It's operating very well. We've towed the mini excavator with it, and it's really going to do a job to free up having to remove the spreaders and whatnot from the small truck in order to put a trailer on it. And so that's really a good thing. And the guys have really gone over it. They're very grateful that the board saw fit to put that in their arsenal. We did go up and meet with the engineer in quite a long meeting, actually. And we're gonna probably do a presentation at our next meeting. We'll have our program for the next 5 years. And it's rather ambitious, but the engineer was very, very happy with what we had come up with. So, other than that, things are going well. We do have to have the small truck towed, and you'll see a requisition to get it towed, and it's continuing to be a problem. So we're going to hopefully take a little pressure off that truck with the new truck. Other than that, all is well. That's what I've got for him.
Well, we wish him well. He says he's back maybe Thursday, it looks like.
Teasing him if he'd be back today, but he said no. He was still under the anesthesia.
Okay. Trustee reports.
Now, the only thing I've got, and it was put under new business, I was contacted by Bainbridge, and we're trying to get together. We've been paying one third of the cost of the event. Last year, they didn't get it to us, so we paid a little less. And
This is for the fireworks.
This is for the fireworks,
show,
yeah.
Fourth of July.
So I told them to get us a figure so that we could get that budgeted in. And one thing they're working on also is, they want to let us know in advance, is they're going to sign a 3-year contract with the fireworks people.
They would.
They will.
They will.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just told them I would kind of bring that up, just let you come and let you guys know, where we're at on that.
I can't see any reason why you wouldn't continue a TED event.
Yeah, and the fact is, if they go, for 3 years, they'll get much more favorable pricing, because they're scheduling in advance. So, that was all I had.
Correct.
I'm gonna pass on mine, so John.
I gave my spiel there, so.
And
You got a few motions to do tonight, yeah?
Fred's got some stuff.
Fred, you got something?
regular reports in front of you. Payment listing, warrants 4912 through 4933, totaling $39,265.41. Appropriation summary report, fund summary report, and fund status report. A couple of resolutions for supplemental appropriations. First one is 2019-1, supplemental appropriations to pay salaries for township road workers. Be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of Auburn Township, Geauga County, Ohio, the following supplemental appropriations are necessary to pay salaries for township road workers for the last pay period of 2018, effective December 19, 2018. $8,000 to Road and Bridge Fund Account 2031-33190 salaries.
So moved.
Second?
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Resolution 2019-2 is to pay the cemetery sexton for the last pay period of 2018. Be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of Auburn Township, Geauga County, Ohio, that the following supplemental appropriations are necessary to pay salaries to the township cemetery sexton for the last pay period of 2018, effective December 27th, 2018. $154.93 to general fund 1,410,190.
So moved.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
that is all that I have.
Okay, we discussed the fireworks. Fred's got, there's a, I don't remember what number it is, but new state law requiring some more paperwork trail and documentation on credit card policies for townships. It's a little, we've been doing most of it, but I guess, Fred, there's some more required paperwork now.
Yeah, we're compliant with most of the, with most of what's required under the new credit card policies that the auditor of state is going to be requiring all the townships to adopt. That's under Ohio Revised Code 50564. And it's just basically more procedures under that. But the main thing that is a statutory township, we need to decide who our authorized users will be for the different credit cards that we have. Those are store credit cards and our Visa credit cards. And then we can, there's two choices. Either we can have the fiscal officer have physical control of all the cards and sign them out to the authorized users when they need to use them, or the authorized users can have the cards in their possession and be responsible. But they need to keep them, we need to know where they are though, so they need to be in a specific location. And there's more details. We have a sample policy that was circulated by the Auditor of State, or I should say by the Ohio Township Association in working with the Auditor of State. And we can look through here and see if we want to adopt this.
Do you think there's enough pages in that, or could we add?
We could probably add a couple more pages. But I don't see any reason why we wouldn't want to adopt this. We just have to make a couple decisions. We need to do it by the end of the month, so we don't have to do it today. We can make a decision.
Yeah, I'd say just go use their boilerplate, that way we know everything's covered.
Well, right now, we've been having, Fred's been in charge of the card, and if they need it, they take it out, and he gives them.
So
Why
yeah,
would
we
not
continue with that
continue?
policy,
Yeah.
but we write it up as part of that,
Yeah.
so all the little nuances
Do
we
you have any problem with it, Fred? Does that work for you?
Yeah, what we've been, Emmerich does have in his possession some store cards that he's the
That's true.
authorized user
That's
for.
true.
He's the only one that ever uses them, so he has those. And then the thing is, if we give a card to an employee, if Emmerich gives a card to an employee to make a run to buy a part or something, it's on Emmerich.
Right,
So
to be the guy responsible.
he's the responsible person. And so what I can do is, we'll make up a final draft of this, and then you guys can approve it
Yeah,
at the
you
next
just-
meeting.
Put on there, keep the rest of the cards and just the particular store cards that Emmerich has, you can continue to retain those.
Okay.
Wasn't there some type of separate credit card report due monthly?
Yeah, that's the other thing. The chairman has to review the credit card statement and sign off on something saying that he reviewed the credit card statement every month.
Every credit card, like
Each statement.
we got a Visa, I know. What else do we
Visa,
have?
Home Depot,
Is there one?
Sam's Club.
No, could we just take the receipts as they come in, and just have them as part of the meeting, just give those to the chairman to sign off the meeting?
Yeah, what, I can just create a form, and we can have them
Do
sign
it like the
off.
first of every month.
Right.
Okay, so that will stay on the agenda, then I'm sure for the next meeting. Public comment for moving organizational. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, got a couple of warrants. You maybe reference them, but there's one from Conley, 4925.
Okay.
Is that for salt?
Yes, that's for trucking of salt.
Yeah, can you say how much it was? Not how much, but how much salt we got for that?
I don't recall, that's just the trucking charge.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Okay, and then what was the 4926, the Judco?
Judco was for parts to repair a auger on the back of, a salt auger on the back of the truck, and for a tarp to cover the bed of the dump truck.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
And PJ, one thing, I want to make an early mention that our annual pancake breakfast, we usually have two of them, one in the last Sunday of February and first Sunday of March. The department's elected to cut it down to one because usually we're competing against other places on the second one. So we're gonna have just one pancake breakfast on February 24th, Sunday, 8 to 12:30.
Right.
So I put the word out so people know not to come on the second Sunday.
You'll have your sign on the
I'm gonna put on the sign tomorrow.
Got a cost yet?
Yeah, it's $8 for adults, $6 for seniors, and $5 for kids. Same as last year.
Okay. So you got one chance to get there, so get to Auburn pancake breakfast. Thank you, anybody else? Okay, we're gonna move on into this reorganization meeting. Let's see, we already have designated a chairman and had a vote there, so, well, I'm gonna make a motion that Mike Troyan serve as vice chair.
I'll second that.
All right, let me get caught up here.
Okay. I would ask the withhold of speech.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Meeting dates and times currently are 7:30, first and third Monday of each month. And I'm gonna make a motion to continue on that track.
I'll second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, our protocol for these meetings. In accordance with trustees' request that anyone who wants to be on the agenda give any of the trustees, the fiscal officer, or the office administrator, 1 week notice. Reporters are asked to hold their questions till the end of the meeting.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Mike,
Yes.
TJ,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
In accordance with videotaping public meetings in Auburn Township is permitted, providing the videotaping does not interfere, obstruct, or otherwise disturb proceedings. Video equipment must be set up in designated area and done in an intrusive manner. No artificial lighting permitted. Equipment shall operate silently. And I'll make the motion.
Second? Yes.
TJ,
Yep.
John.
Yes.
Okay, the sunshine law, we're gonna comply with that, a fee of, I think we're $52 still, is it? Fred?
That I'm not sure of.
Be paid in advance annually plus self-addressed stamped envelopes by any person requesting advance notification of meetings. This does not apply to the news media.
I don't see any reason to change the fee. I'll make a motion, $52.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
TJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Currently, our media, we're using our website, auburntownship.com, and the Maple Leaf Primary and the News Herald as needed. I'll make a motion to continue with that.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
TJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, we need a zoning inspector, and we've, I think, got the cream of the crop in Geauga County, is Mr. Frank Kitko. I'll make a motion that we retain Frank, if he's willing.
What else is going on? I'll second.
Mike,
Yes.
TJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, compensation for that said zoning inspector currently is at $2,000 a month. And there's been some conversation about.
I think that we need to, we have the best zoning inspector in the county, but we pay him the worst. I think we need to increase that compensation a little bit, and I'd like to see us increase it by $200 a month.
Okay. So moved.
I'll second
Which still doesn't put us at the top of the list.
Mike,
No
Yes.
offense.
TJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. And really, the hours you do up here, I know you guys go out of your way to make sure you got time here to meet people, and that's noticed and appreciated. Yeah. Okay, so, fire chief and EMS administrator currently is John Phillips. And I'm gonna make a motion that if he's willing, that we retain John Phillips in that position.
I'll second that.
Mike,
Yes.
TJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
In other words, we don't make you do this stuff. We just kind of appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I also want to say, John, thank you. Been a good employee.
Compensation for said fire chief currently is at $38,000 annually.
I'll jump in here and just, looking at, because this is going to flow into some of the other things. And I'd like to see a cost of living increase. This year's 2.8%. And so that would make the salary $39,064. And that's my motion.
I think we should just make it 40.
Is that your motion?
That's my motion.
I'll second.
Mike,
Yes.
TJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Thank you again.
We have a contract with Auburn Volunteer Fire Department. And recently reviewed and had the updated one. So, motion to continue that contract period January 1, 2019 through December 31, at $696,000.
Is that a motion, PJ?
Yeah.
I'll second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Mutual aid, motion to accept all agreements negotiated by the ABFD as binding.
So moved.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Mike Ludwig is currently serving as our cemetery sexton. Gonna make a motion to continue with that.
Second?
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
That compensation is currently at $337.82. Done some math
I
there.
think that should stay the same.
I was gonna go with again, a 2.8% cost of living would take you from 337 to 347.28.
Okay. What is that again?
About $10 a month, $347.28. Not quite $10.
Is that, so that was a motion, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah, I think John seconded it.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Trustee compensation, payment method shall be salary method for the year and paid solely from the general fund.
So moved.
So there's a motion and I'll make a second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, so our KCE board representative, these are three-year terms. We make 3 appointments and one expires annually. David Parker's term has expired. He has expressed a wish to continue, and I'll make a motion that we give him that opportunity.
I will second that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
All right, this is basically a point of reference for the rest of the year, so make sure, so we know whose terms are up and when, and we got one easy place to look, but this is to confirm previously appointed terms. So now we have David Parker. His term's going to expire 12/31/20. Bob Ford, that term expires 12/31/20. And Donna Rudney's term expires 12/31/19. So we'll make a motion to confirm those.
So moved.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, we have some vacancies currently, on the zoning commission. Beth Liff, I think she did 2 terms, Frank, maybe? She's chosen to step down, which leaves a term to begin now and expire at the end of 2024. And I'm gonna make a motion to put Scott Kamenier, appoint him to that 5-year term.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, there's another, he was there at least 3 terms, I think. Don Simpson, and there's some opinions that came from the county that complicated his service on the zoning commission, and Don has chosen to leave that term a year early. That term will expire at the end of this year, so at the end of 2019. And I'm gonna make a motion to finish that term, the final year of that term, to appoint Dennis Bergansky to that spot.
Okay, I'll second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Couple of alternate positions, those are annual terms, they're always for just 1 year. One of our alternates has decided to step away. Had some pretty good applicants, I think. Ultimately, we did. We found some people that seemed very interested, very competent, and kind of excited to contribute here. Any thoughts on A or one or two?
Well, I have thoughts on the, I was thinking Chris Meyer for alternate one, unless anybody's got any objections.
All these guys seem like they're ready to step in, so I'll second that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
And the second alternate position would be vacant now because Mr. Cameron here now is a full-term member. Gonna make a motion to appoint Ted Van Heining to that alternate two spot.
I'll second that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna confirm those terms here at this point, so that would be
Scott Cameron.
Scott Kamenier. Okay, we got Fred, those years aren't correct, are they?
No, it looks like that should be 24 first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The first one should be 24.
and subsequent dates should all be added a year, correct? No.
The others, I think, are.
The 19s are okay, but there should be a 20, a 21.
Yeah, okay, that's what's different. Yeah. All right, so Scott Kamenier would be in the 5-year term.
Mhm.
Todd Asnavorian would have 4 years remaining on his term.
Right, so that'd be 24, right? Or 20, I'm sorry, 23.
Yeah.
That's the one that needs to be.
Albert Tien would have 3 years remaining on his term. Jeff,
21.
yeah, Jeff Pulsford, 2 on his term.
That'd be 20, that's right.
Yeah. And Dennis Bergansky now would have, his term would expire 12/31 of 19. That's right.
19, that's
And-
right.
And that would also be true with,
The two alternates.
yeah, Mr. Meyer and Mr. Van Heining, yeah.
I'll second that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Compensation for those commission members currently is $45 per meeting.
Maybe last year an increase.
It's been a while, I'm gonna say add $3 there anyway. If you wanna go to 50, go to 5,
Make it 50.
all right, make it $50.
I mean, that's gotten been that way for 10 years.
It's
so
been,
he's done.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
All right, so PJ and John seconded for
Nobody
50.
getting rich doing that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, zoning commission secretary, this board sets the compensation, the commission itself, there's the person to fill the spot.
I would like, before anybody makes any comments on that, I'd like to look at that as being the, I'm gonna make a proposal to go up to $19.13 an hour for the zoning Board of Appeals secretary. And I'd like to keep both those at the same rate. So my motion would be to change the
What's the number again?
$19.13
Okay.
For the zoning commission secretary compensation.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, the expiring term on our Board of Zoning Appeals, once again, those are 5-year terms, staggered, so it expires every year. Lou Tomzik, who has served on that board, he's also served on commission, he's been a longtime contributor here, and he expressed interest in continuing. I'll make a motion that we appoint him to a 5-year term.
Second. Mike? Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay. We had some personal job issues, and we had a member of our BZA step away. There's 2 years left on that term. So to fill that term, I'm gonna make a motion to appoint Doug Hogan.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
In the same system as commission, we're allowed to appoint 2 alternates to 1-year terms to the Board of Zoning Appeals. Mr. Hogan was serving as alternate 1. He's now a full-time member, and I'm going to make a motion to appoint Bob Ford to that alternate 1-year spot.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
David Parker has expressed interest in another 1-year term as alternate 2, and he's been a good contributor. I'm gonna make a motion to appoint him to that spot.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
All right, so to confirm these terms again. Not right. All right, so Fred, I'm gonna trust you get the dates right. That's just
Well,
something doesn't look
actually,
right.
that is right.
Is it right?
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause it's,
All right,
okay, you've got, it's a 5-year term.
right.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, that's 5
Yeah,
years.
that's correct. Yeah.
Is Doug 2 years out, should be 20. If he's finishing up that.
That's
term.
right, that's right. Yeah. So the 5-year term, the 5-year appointment, that term expires in 23, would be Lou Tomzik. Francis Gibbons would have 4 years left, and that would expire at the end of 22. Scott Brockman, 3 years, end of 21. Doug Hogan now will be at the end of 20. And the next term to expire would be at the end of this year, that's correct, and that's Brian Stewart. And then we've got Bob Ford as alternate 1 at the end of this year, and David Parker the same. And I'll make the motion to confirm those.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
Compensation for those members, $45, that's been the same for many, many years, and as we just did with commission members, I'm just gonna say we bumped that to 50 per meeting, please.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
BZA secretary, go ahead, Mike.
Okay, that's what I was at for, current rate for the BZA secretary was $18.61 an hour. Recommending a 2.8% cost of living raise, bringing it to $19.15.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
Okay, now we have our road and service department wages. Well, first of all, we have to appoint a superintendent, and that's been Emmerich Gordon. And I'm gonna make a motion that we keep them aboard, so.
Second. Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
He doesn't have any choice, everybody else does, but Emmerich's just been drafted, so that's what I have. His current salary is $25.27.
said, starting point, I want to see a cost of living adjustment. John, do you want to see anything additional there, Rick?
Well, I think your cost of living would be good. Apropos.
Okay, that would take them to $25.98 an hour. And that would be my motion.
Give me that number again,
$25.98.
25.98. And John seconded that one. Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, Mike Ludwig, Road Department, Service Department, his salary, or his current pay is $22.23 per hour.
Okay, a 2.8% increase would take that up to $22.86. And I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Mark Sturm, rate of pay is $22.23 per hour.
Okay, make a
Same.
motion to increase that 2.8% to $22.86.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yeah, I'll second that, yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, John Zoka, that rate of pay is $22.23 as well.
Yep, again, 2.8%, take that to $22.86.
Mike?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, Mike Fenstermaker, who is the most recent hire there, I guess.
I think we need to.
Let me roll on this one. I'm
Bump to
having
get him
trouble
up.
writing all this stuff down, I might as well
Okay.
use it. Okay, my recommendation would be to increase the hourly rate by 2.8%, and then add a $1 raise to, which we had agreed upon, to slowly bring him up to full rate, which would take his hourly rate to $21.43.
Okay.
Okay, and that's from 1988, so
Give me that number again.
2143.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, our office administrator is Nancy Dolezal, and that rate of pay is $19.61 per hour.
Okay, 2.8%, I'll take that to $20.16.
Okay, if that's a motion, I'll second it.
It is, and okay.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, now, we have, Jane Hardy's worked here for a couple of decades here anyway. Title had been zoning secretary, and there have been issues, believe it or not, that, I think Frank will attest to this, that some people would rather, they don't want to talk to the secretary, they want to talk to someone with a more important position. Now, I think Jane's as sharp as anybody, and Frank, I mean, you know, we're lucky to have her.
Absolutely.
And I think we'd all prefer to let Jane handle things when she knows things like that.
Yep.
So I would like to
Revise the title of that
revise the
position
title
to.
to Assistant Zoning Inspector. And that, I'm gonna make a motion there.
Okay.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Now, the compensation for that position, not that I think we've changed the position very much, but we've changed the job title. That rate was $18.60 per hour.
And again, 2.8% takes that to $19.13, and I'll make that motion.
Okay, I'll second it.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, our overtime policy is that all road department overtime for 2019 will be approved by the road liaison, and administrative and zoning departments overtime will be approved by a trustee. And I'll make that motion.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Okay, PJ, we're running through a lot of the boilerplate here, you want me to?
Yeah,
give
would
you-
you?
Give you a little bit of a break? Okay, I'd give a motion that the option to opt out of health insurance coverage at the time of policy renewal each year as an incentive, the employee would receive a monthly stipend of $500. That is the current amount for not taking health insurance.
give a second.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Okay. We currently have a $50 a month stipend for the township employees are designated to have a cell phone. I think that amount is still
I think it's more than fair.
more than adequate, so I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Okay, employees who are, must have cell phones, Emmerich Gordon, Mark Sturm, Michael Ludwig, John Zoka, and Mike Fenstermaker.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, 2019 holidays. New Year's Day, Monday, January 1st. Martin Luther King Day, Monday, January 21st. President's Day, Monday, February 18th. Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th. Independence Day, Thursday, July 4th. Labor Day, Monday, September 2nd. Columbus Day, Monday, October 14th. Veterans Day, observed Monday, November 11th. Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 28th. Christmas, Wednesday, December 25th. Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, and Columbus Day are optional holidays and may be worked in exchange for taking off the day after Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, or New Year's Eve. I will make that motion.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ, John,
Yes.
Okay, zoning amendment application fee. Is currently $800, that is still adequate. I'll make a motion that zoning amendment application fee be $800 plus cost to include mailing, legal advertising, court reporter, and any other miscellaneous cost incurred.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Okay. Zoning appeal hearing fee, currently $450, still good on that? Okay. Fee for filing a zoning amendment application will be $450 plus cost to include mailing, legal advertising, court reporter, and any other. Yes, different one, yeah. Fee for zoning board of appeals variance conditional request will be $450. If there are multiple requests from the same applicant, same hearing, an additional $150 fee per request will be assessed.
You want to please get up by $25?
I was gonna say, we just added.
Which I think that,
What's that now?
You want
I think that
to
one-
up by $25 so that you gotta pay for the salary increase for the guys.
Okay. We'll make that $500.
No, I'd make it 475.
$475?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Okay, motion to make the variance request of $475, and the $150 still good? We got that a little bit too.
No, in that case, I think that's all right, because you already got members
Right.
there. I mean,
right.
there's
The
some
increase-
clerical added because it's
Right.
salary of the
Secretary and the
secretary,
legal,
yeah.
any
Yeah.
additional legal ad, yeah.
But
But they
I
pay
think-
for the legal ad anyways,
Bump it $10?
yeah.
All right,
Not
yeah.
gonna break the bank. Okay, and an additional $160 per request will be assessed.
475 and 165. That's what that's the motion. Okay.
Yes.
I'll second that.
Mike?
Yes.
BJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, we got the town hall rental rate. It's currently $50 for resident, $100 non-resident fee for the first 4 hours, and an additional $10 per hour thereafter. Anybody have any objections?
I think
or-
that's pretty popular.
We
It's
should
getting
include
used.
something in there about who's responsible to clean this thing, the renter.
Wouldn't we have to amend our contract in there? Contract that we use?
Well, it seems to be that we've had a couple people run it that didn't want to clean up after themselves.
Okay. All right, we can make that part, do you wanna make it part of the, you always just add that here as a line, okay. We'll add an additional line at the end that renters are responsible for cleaning up of the hall.
I'm good for returning the hall in the same condition they got it, you know. We're gonna clean it.
They can bring it better.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we will.
Okay. And if, again, that's $50 for the first $50 for resident, 100 non-resident for the first 4 hours, additional $10 per hour thereafter. Now, shouldn't it be $10 per hour for?
KCE to this list of people. We haven't been charged KCE.
Well, neither should we.
Huh?
Neither should we.
Yeah, well, we haven't been charging them, so they should be on that
Can
list.
you put that in as part of the motion, add
Add
KCE to the
KCE.
list of
Okay.
exempt
Please.
organizations? And we've got, it's $10 an hour thereafter. We can change that from $10 an hour for resident, $20 an hour for non-resident.
Mhm. Yep.
Base fee remains the same.
Correct. It's 50 and 100 or within 10 and,
I think it's pretty popular. I keep moving with that available as it is. So,
okay, that was my motion.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
BJ?
yes.
John?
Okay, Adam Hall rental rate. Currently $65 per hour for Auburn residents, $100 per hour out of township rate, plus $175 cleaning fee, $300 refundable damage deposit, hourly security guard fee set by Geauga County Sheriff's Office for events serving alcohol. Rental fees may be changed by the Board of Trustees on a case-by-case basis for schools, civic groups, religious church functions, homeowners associations, senior citizens, etc. Make a motion unless you have any.
I think Nancy said it's going pretty well.
Yeah, and I think we just adjusted that here in the last year or two,
Yeah.
so yeah. I made the motion, I'll second it.
All right. Mike?
Yes.
BJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay. Adam Hall funeral luncheon gathering rate. Established a 3-hour flat fee rental rate of $250 for Auburn residents, $350 for out-of-township residents, for after-funeral luncheons, gatherings at Adam Hall, and an additional $150 for security if serving alcohol at the event.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
BJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay, cost for opening graves. Any changes, John, that you see in that?
You know, I did ask the guys, they seem to think that they've got this down. The mini is helping keep that costs down, so, but let's give it a shot. If it, you know, if we have to, we'll have to readdress it.
Okay. All right, opening of graves for new internments on weekdays up to 2:30 PM will be $345, and will be $495 after 2:30 PM weekdays and Saturdays. Cemetery must be vacated by 12 noon on Saturday, or an additional hourly fee of $145 will be assessed. There will be no burials on Sunday or any township legal holidays. Internments of ashes or small infants on weekdays up to 2:30 PM will be $250, and will be $350 after 2:30 weekdays and Saturdays, or if a vault is used. $250 on weekdays before 2:30 PM, and $350 after 2:30 and Saturdays.
I'll second that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Cost of graves. Any reason to change that?
Good place to die.
Yeah.
$600,
For
for
non-resident.
non-residents, $100 for infant.
And price of grave for residents is $75 per grave, or $300 per lot of 4 graves at Shadyside Cemetery. There are no lots available at Maple Shade Cemetery.
So,
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
yes.
Okay. You get currently $150 for a footer, 2 square foot, and $25 for each additional foot or partial square foot. Still good on those?
They said to keep that like it is.
Okay, that's my motion.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
And I would like to make a motion that John Eberly, appointment to Road Department Liaison.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
And I'd like to make a motion that Patrick J. Kavanaugh remain as Properties Liaison.
I'll second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yep.
John.
Yes.
And I'll motion me as the Fire Department Liaison, since it's the only department left and I'm the only one left.
I'll second that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes. Sorry, John.
Yeah, I hate to train a new guy, you know?
Together long enough, it's kinda like being married, we just tolerate each other.
Yeah.
Firefighter Dependent Fund Board, currently Patrick Kavanaugh and John Eberly, and I'd like you guys to remain as that because you're doing a heck of a job.
I hope we never have to do that job,
Yeah, I hope so too.
so I'll second that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, motion to appoint Patrick Kavanaugh as the designated employer representative.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to, motion to appoint Nancy Dolezal as the designated employer representative alternate.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay. Motion that the chairperson of the Board of Trustees and the fiscal officer of the township shall form a township record commission and shall meet at least once every 12 months.
Yep, I'll second that.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay. The motion that the township highway superintendent, report, give a report at the first meeting of each month and present a report. Attend the first meeting.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
And motion that the zoning inspector attend the first meeting each month and present a report.
Yep, second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, motion that the fire chief or his designated representative attend the second meeting of each month and present a report.
Second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yep.
John.
Yes.
Okay, PJ, I'm gonna back to your meeting board.
Yeah, Board of Zoning Appeals should schedule a minimum of 12 meetings per year. They can coincide with an appeal meeting or be held on an organizational nature at the chairman's discretion. Make that motion.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Zoning Commission, make a motion that they hold a minimum of 12 meetings per year with a maximum of 24, and I just want to say that it's been a few years now since they've done that twice a month schedule, but we'll leave that in there in the event that an issue comes up. Additional meetings to be approved by the Board of Trustees, dates and times to be set by the board chairman.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Report of the attendance of members of both the commission and BZA will be presented to the Board of Trustees. The secretary of each board will provide the report to the trustees at the end of June for the previous 6-month period, at the end of December for that 6-month period. Compensation will then be made to the members.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna authorize expenses. It's at $5,000 now, to allow each trustee to authorize the expenditure of up to that $5,000 number, legitimate township expenses. Any reason to change that?
Nope.
Nope, that's,
And then that's my motion.
I'll second.
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Mileage reimbursement, that's been validated already this year at 54.5 cents per mile. For the IRS website, and readjusted July 1st. So there's my motion.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Motion to encumber funds for the Ohio Township Association Convention in Columbus and pay all necessary convention expenses. I'll make that motion.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, I will make a motion to allow the purchase of sundry items to benefit employees and others for such things as coffee and supplies, paper products, greeting cards, etc.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Copies are currently at 10 cents per page. I can make a motion to, copies of township documents requested from and supplied to the general public will be charged at that rate.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay, credit card policy. Fred, you wanna continue with this and then just add to it?
Yeah, let's just do that for now.
Okay. I will make a motion that no personal items shall be purchased using a township credit card or account. Only authorized personnel shall charge items on township accounts.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
So when we finish up the remainder of the credit card thing, we're gonna,
Do the motion.
yeah, and we'll just make sure that it fits on next
Yeah,
year's.
it's interesting. I think that language came from them in the beginning, and
Probably.
they replaced it with 5 pages.
Yeah, probably.
Well, the 5 pages they gave you is basically saying,
That.
don't charge
That.
things on
Right.
our township.
Our depository that we're using is Middlefield Bank, First National Bank. We're using that Star account yet, Fred?
We have $1 million in that.
Okay. So we will make a motion to continue with Middlefield Banking Company, First National Bank, and Star Plus.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yeah.
John.
Yes.
And request a tax advance at the maximum available from the general fund, road and bridge fund, and fire fund from the Geauga County Auditor.
Second?
Mike,
Yes.
PJ,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Okay. Motion that any additional items needed throughout the year will be added to the organizational meeting minutes.
Is that a separate cat? That's a,
That almost should be underneath that, used equipment.
I'm not really sure what that is.
That should go down there. That should be part of that.
Yeah, that should be underneath unused equipment. So I'm gonna withdraw that one for this point, and I'm gonna read it again in about 45 seconds. All right, unused equipment, equipment deemed no longer useful to the township by motion of the Board of Trustees at a regular meeting will be listed on the township website and posted for auction at the highest bidder on govdeals.com.
Second.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
And that's a blanket statement if we want a copier, a computer, a coffee maker, or a truck, that when the board deems that unused, no longer useful to the township, any item can be sold in the manner that we just described. All right, so I think this belongs underneath that now, that any additional items needed throughout the year will be added to the organizational meeting minutes.
Okay, second that.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John? Yes.
That brings us to the end.
That was fun.
Yep. All right. Public comment one more time. Before we go. Nope. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for coming. And
Motion to adjourn?
we've got a couple of them. Yeah, Mike.
I won't be there.
Mike?
Yes.
PJ?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
I got about 8:40.
Not bad.
Maybe because we spell names, we have names.
Oh, okay.
I just copy them up to them.
Secretary.
Diane, these are kind of our notes here, but it's cash here.
Those are the names I needed, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Lately, I seem to be like in this guy, like 3 o'clock or something.
Here.
O'clock looking for class 30 in the morning.
My daughter called, and she works too hard.
I think that might be it. I was gonna say, I think that
I did down to the back.
Take it.
Oh, great.
He's not